Hey guys, I wanted to make this video to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming course that we're starting next week called Cellular Light. And if we talk about light, we can approach it from a few different angles. The first thing is we know when we see an embodiment of someone who carries a lot of light, right? When maybe they have a lot of enthusiasm or they radiate positive energy, or they walk into the room and there's like a magnetism or a glow or a calmness that they exude, right? That is the embodiment of light, right? And we can talk about this more on a cellular level and how this relates to our, biology from an evolutionary biology perspective. But for now, I just want to stick to it in very simple terms. Light can also refer to your level of perception or your level of awareness or your consciousness, right? Where, you come in front of a certain situation. I know some of you have had this experience where you're in a certain situation and you don't really know how to get out of it. And then we do some breath work or meditation, or we go through a process, and all of a sudden your level of inspiration just shifts, right? You have a different perception. That is just a change in the level of perception or the level of consciousness or the level of light, right? So it's related to your creativity, your ability to move through challenges in new and innovative ways, right? And it's related to that spirit of invincibility that you have, okay? Now, from a yogic perspective, we often talk about light, and people will say like, oh, you just love and light and it's all just fake positivity. But from the yogic perspective, there are very specific teachings about the interplay between light and dark and the responsibility we have as we embody more light, or there's a process basically. And, one of the analogies that we can use is the concept of being inside a dark room, right? And in a dark room, you don't really see very much. You're not aware of, the art on the walls or the furniture, right? You're just in a dark room. But as soon as the light is turned on, we have a totally different understanding of that room, right? And suddenly we're aware of the dust and, the dirt on the floor or the art on the walls, right? So with a change in the level of awareness or in the level of light, we have more potential, we see more possibilities, we have more interconnectedness, we're more aware of our interconnectedness, but we're also faced with things we need to clean up, right? So it could be old memories from the past, old emotions, it could be ancestral traumas or grief, right? Sometimes it's even old illnesses that come forward. So this is all part of what we're going to explore in the upcoming course on cellular light, because as new levels of light, right now new levels of light are coming into the planet, and like unprecedented. And so this is why the times that we're going into, the time we're in right now, cannot possibly be like the times we've, the last 50 years, the last 20 years. It's a totally different era, okay? And this is why within our own bodies, we're feeling perhaps a little bit more fatigue or a little bit disinterested in the things we used to be motivated by, maybe more sensitivity or dreams or sometimes insomnia, or even the resurgence of old illnesses. It's all part of the adjustment to these new levels of light. So in this course, we're going to explore how to work with that energy, what that process means, on a cellular level, on a physical level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, what the possibilities are for the unfoldment of your own beingness, for being more yourself, basically. And we're also going to we'll be working with the breath, we'll be working with meditation, we'll be working with certain processes every week, different energetic healing tools that you can use. You'll have the opportunity to be paired with a partner during this course to learn more and to go deeper. And we're gonna have fun. It's always, these courses are always like really beautiful containers for people to, for myself included, to learn, to grow, to share, to connect, to get inspired, just to get a new source of energy coming from our actual potential for consciousness, instead of, you know, the news and all the old ways, right? We know somewhere inside of us, we know we're ready for these new evolutionary ways. And so part of my work is to create platforms for people to come together, to support you, to embody that work. So if you're interested in joining us, we are starting next week. We'll be joining, our group is going to be both online and in person. So you'll have the option of how you want to connect. And it's a 7-week program. And if you'd like to learn more, please get in touch with me. My name is Briya, and thank you for listening.